life, the bright lights, the type the crowd likes. Where you at, ballers? Ladies love me and men, they wanna be me, they pay to come see me. Where you at, ballers?
Cavs at Celtics. Junior Browne back with NBA Shot Clock on this Thursday, May 9th with another free pick, and we're rocking with the Celtics minus 8.5 in the first half. I took Celtics minus 7.5 in game one in the first half, and they covered that. There's no reason for me to believe that things are going to change. Let's just start with the fact that that is the most profitable bet of the NBA season, which is Celtics first half. They are by far the most dominant team in the league, and that's kind of their recipe for success. They blow you out, especially at home in the first half, and kind of cruise to victory. And while I do expect Cleveland to probably steal a game in this series, most likely on their home court, where shooting variance finally goes their way, and they make a bunch of threes. And if you don't think that's possible, just go look at the last time Cleveland beat Boston in the regular season. They helped score them like 35-17 in the fourth quarter to come back from down 20-something to win that game. So if they're making threes with the defense they have, they can compete. But let's just be realistic. This is going to be a 5-game series. And the reason I'm so confident with taking Boston is Jason Tatum stinks right now. By his standards, which is probably first-team All-NBA by the time the season is done, which means you're one of the 5 best players in the league, he's stinking it up in the playoffs. He stank it up against Miami. He stank it up in Game 1. And they're still out here molly-whopping teams. Drew Holiday, too. He's stinking it up by his standards. So you have 2 of your 5 starters playing way below their normal level. And just to give you context, Derek White is averaging more points per game in the playoffs than Jason Tatum right now. So the Celtics aren't even the best version of themselves, and look at what they're doing. Cleveland, by the way, if I'm just going to be totally honest, they just don't convince me. I've watched the every game of the Orlando series, and a lot of the things that bothered their players, like Darius Garland, for example, are bothering them in this series. Darius Garland looks like a shell of himself, and having to deal with Derek White and Drew Holiday's defense is just not something that he signed up for. Again, can the Cavaliers keep this game close in the end? Possibly, because they're never going to stop trying, and the Celtics kind of like to play with their food in the second half. That's why the official play, Celtics minus 8.5 in the first half. Let's cash another ticket, y'all. Mavs at Thunder. Junior Browne back with NBA Shot Clock on this Thursday, May 9th with another free pick. We're rocking with the over 217.5. We cashed with the under 217.5 in game 1. But the things I saw in that game lead me to believe that this one is going to go over. And I'll give you guys a brief explanation. First of all, let's talk about the shooting splits, because that's really the basis of this pick. Dallas shot 39% from the field, which is horrendous. I'm not going to say that Luka's going to miraculously start making shots, because he's already mentioned that his knee's just not going to be healthy until the season is done. So it just is what it is with Luka right now. I believe that they're going to shoot better, because if you just look at up and down their roster, there's some really weird stuff going on. Like Daniel Gafford, for example, who's a rim runner, which means all his points come from dunks and layups. He was like 5 for 12 from the field. All these like weird shooting anomalies, I think they will self-correct. Again, I'm not saying Dallas is going to light it up, but even if they go from 39% to closer to their average of like 45, 46%, that's going to be a big uptake in scoring. The same thing for the Thunder. The Thunder shot like 44.5%, which is decent, but they're third in the NBA in field goal percentage. They shoot over 49% on the season. So if one of these teams gets closer to their regular shooting splits, it's going over this total. If both teams get closer to the regular shooting splits, it's going to sail over this number. There were 95 possessions in the first game, even though Dallas only ran on 7% of their possessions. You're not going to score enough points if Luka's shooting this way, if you're only going to run in transition on 7% of your possessions. That's less than half of league average. So I think Jason Kidd makes some necessary adjustments to get his team some easier baskets. I think the Thunder improve because the Thunder just keep getting better with every single game, and we sail over this 217.5 total. Y'all know what it is. Let's cash another ticket.